On this week's road trip, we're soaring to new heights on Long Island.
What you experience entering the museum is the start-to-finish history of Long Island-centric aviation.
Get your giddy up going.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
In Westchester, we're making music with neighbors.
You've got mail.
And you're invited. Fasten those seatbelts, because road trips start now. Hello road trippers, I'm Shannon Lanier. We're taking to the skies with my favorite people. This means you too. Our first stop has us landing on Long Island.
Look at that, it's a blue angel.
What you experience entering the museum is the start-to-finish history of Long Island-centric aviation. The name Cradle of Aviation comes from the nickname Long Island had at the beginning of the 1900s. Kitty Hawk, North Carolina is the birthplace of aviation, rightly so, but a lot of aviation development and growth happens right here on this island.
Now there are more than 75 air and spacecraft displays to see in 8 different galleries. From hot air balloons to the lunar module and even military planes that visitors can sit in.
Highway to the danger zone.
We have kids coming here that are inspired by the past to make new achievements.
I'm gonna be the first woman or person on Mars.
Luckily, there are still plenty of advances to be made, and the museum helps us dream of future innovations.
Engineering the Future is part of the Future is Now rotating exhibition space because the Cradle of Aviation, while it highlights the past achievements Long Island has to the aviation industry, we want to still look towards what our future contributions can be. Different technology from personal flying vehicles, aka the flying cars like from the Jetsons, to sustainable city infrastructure, rooftop gardens, hyperloops, different types of technology to make cities greener and more efficient.
There's also a lot of cool technology.
Video games!
We've amassed over 60 arcade cabinets dating back from early 70s with the first one ever made, Computer Space, going straight through the Golden Age with Pac-Man and Space Invaders, all the way to the later cabinets in the 90s. Most of the technology comes out of arcade gaming or video gaming, started with Space Race, Cradle of Aviation Museum, and video gaming itself was kind of sort of birthed here on Long Island out in Brookhaven National Labs. The Golden Age games, the favorites, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, Asteroids.
While the interactive video game exhibit is only up for a limited time every year, there are still plenty of other activities, movies, festivals, and photo ops for all.
Oh, what a fun place. Well, do you like adventures that offer white-knuckle thrills, or is splashing in the sunshine more your speed? Why choose? Come along to Connecticut's Lake Compounce.
Hundreds will be coming to the gates of Lake Compounce this Saturday.
We are ready for opening weekend.
For the rides and the games.
It's a family park. There's something for every age and stage. There's something everyone can enjoy in their time here, and there's just so much to offer.
One of America's oldest roller coasters is back on track.
Wildcat is back, retracked and smoother, and I hear faster than ever.
There are plenty of big events planned for an exciting summer.
As we get into like June, we got a big kids fest, and we got friends like Pete the Cat that you can come and meet, as well as Bluey and her sister Bingo.
And the concert series is back in July too.
Good Vibrations Beach Boy tribute band, Larger Than Life, a tribute to all these sort of 90s, 2000s boy bands.
Popular water park opens Memorial Day weekend.
Buy a pass, it's the way to go. And if you want to upgrade to gold, you get free parking, free drinks, free access to all the events.
Okay, calling all cowboys and cowgals, have you ever wanted to saddle up and give horseback riding a try? Well, giddy up, because we're off to Putnam Valley.
There we go.
Saddle up and hop on a horseback, Western style.
Keep his head up, keep his head up, keep his head up.
At Brook Riding Academy in Putnam Valley.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
This family-owned business of nearly 3 decades offers riding lessons to anyone.
Ages from 5 to 95.
Among more than 20 acres, you'll learn the basics of a different kind of riding discipline in this outdoor ring and indoor.
Western riding is more relaxed. It's neck reining instead of holding 2 hands. All right, you don't post like in English riding. You just sit there and enjoy your ride.
Beginner, expert, or just for fun.
heels down.
You'll learn that the ropes to ride hold more weight than you'd think.
And Adrian, you walk with her a little bit, all right? Swing out.
This is my first time riding a horse in a very long time, but you'll learn so much more beyond horseback riding here.
It's really a team effort between you and your horse, and you have to understand your horse to really learn how to ride it, because they just give us signs without even talking.
And that bond will grow quickly among more than a dozen horses here, with lessons that go beyond the ring.
We help out, we learn so much about the horses. We get to feed, water, wash them in the summer.
Which in turn can be empowering.
Sometimes it can be intimidating because they're such a big animal. You learn a lot and you build confidence to get on a horse.
Lessons that can lead you through life.
This place is like my second home.
On this road trip close to home.
This is the happiest place in the world, that's what the kids say.
In Pleasant Valley, Nikita Ramos, News 12.
From horsies to doggies, do you ever take your fur babies along on road trips? Well, we have a doggone delightful cafe that will get tails wagging.
To the naked eye, Boris and Horton looks like your typical coffee shop.
I get a nice espresso.
But...
Oh my.
Bailey, do you love it here?
Yes.
It's the first dog cafe in New York City.
This is my dog Horton, so yeah, he's the real inspiration behind the cafe.
And a scruffy star is born.
You don't need a dog to come into Boris and Horton, but if you have one, your dog is equally welcome.
With one location here in Williamsburg and another in the East Village, father-daughter duo and co-owners of the Cuddly Cafe tell us Boris and Horton was bred out of necessity.
We opened the cafe just because we were walking with our dogs one day in the West Village and we wanted to stop and get coffee, and we found it really inconvenient that one of us had to stay on the sidewalk and the other person went in.
And the neighborhood staple got its start.
It's a really warm space.
Warmth from the people, the canines, and the coffee.
You can get any espresso drink that your heart desires. We also have a list of specialty beverages that are named after staff dogs.
Of course, the cafe offers food for your furry friend too.
We have a dog bakery case with donuts, cupcakes, pastries, ice cream.
Even pup cakes too.
Because we're the only place that you can eat and drink inside with your dog, I think we're really just a third place for people, and they couldn't envision New York without us.
After nearly shuttering their doors due to increased costs, the community and their companions showed up for the shop in a major way.
Our community basically rallied around us and told us, no, you can't close. We were able to hit a goal of $250,000 in a matter of 3 days.
Keeping the cafe up and running for all furry Fido owners or otherwise.
It's amazing when you're here and maybe you don't have a dog and a random stranger dog comes and sits on your lap and you can just pet them while you do a little bit of work. What's better than that?
Some friends call me and tell me that they knew about a cafe that would definitely cheer me up. I was having a bad day and they were like, you want to pet some dogs? And I love coffee and dogs, so why not?
Calling the cafe the perfect puppy pick-me-up. In Williamsburg, I'm Jordan Kissane, News 12.
Oh, so cute. I just want to go to the cafe to play with all the dogs. Okay, animal lovers, this next road trip is also for you. We're heading to a special sanctuary where you'll meet lions, tigers, and yes, even bears.
We're taking a journey to an animal sanctuary, and this week's road trip close to home, we're in the New Jersey Pinelands. Welcome to Popcorn Park Animal Refuge.
Popcorn Park is a really special place. Essentially, it's not like any other zoo. We are a refuge, first and foremost, which means we're a sanctuary for other animals that come from other places. When you come to Popcorn Park, it's a really different experience. It's very interactive. The animals here are all very used to people. They're all really well socialized. This is my girl, Tess. So
That's
Tess,
your girlfriend. I'm gonna stay over here.
She's the love of my life. She's a macaque from Japan. And they're actually like cold weather monkeys. So she enjoys the time out here in Jersey. She doesn't like women or she doesn't like other primates because she doesn't, I guess, identify as a primate. She feels like she's human because she was raised by them. So part of her thing is she loves to be groomed, and this is really important because this is a major part of their social interactions in the wild. We get visitors in every shape, form, and fashion, from the city all the way down south. People have traveled here. Coming here and experiencing the animals, even just connecting, looking at a lion, face to face, or a tiger in the eyes, just really makes a connection that most people wouldn't have normally, and I think that really goes a long way.
Wow, I've never seen someone being this friendly with a tiger.
And it comes a long way, because these animals, I think to an extent, like, I don't want to humanize them in any way, but they do recognize that we've taken them out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
And, they do recognize that there's something good now. They're trusting humans again.
Right, it seems like they appreciate it.
Absolutely. I think people should know that Popcorn Park is a really great summer destination, especially. We're nestled away here in the Pines, but we're so close to the shore that if you're coming from far away, you can make a total weekend out of it, and we're just going to be one of the great positives to that.
It's a great way to spend the day with a group or your family. You can even come by yourself and meet some new friends. Reporting in the Pinelands, Amanda Lee, News 12 New Jersey.
Welcome back to Road Trip. I'm Shannon Lanier. Now we're off to a space where kids' curiosity and creativity get cranking. Come along with us to the Bronx Children's Museum.
Did you know there's a 13,650 square foot immersive experience right along the Harlem River and just steps away from Yankee Stadium?
Oh, that's the most rewarding, is when kids come in here and they're just not sure where to go because everything is exciting.
Welcome to the Bronx Children's Museum. Well, you do now. It's the Bronx Children's Museum, and it has quickly become a staple for family fun, but also an educative experience for kids to learn more about what makes up the Boogie Down.
So we're excited that we're a new summer destination to families in our area. We have a safe, fun space for kids to explore, and we invite all of our children from the Bronx or outside the Bronx to come and get to know our community.
The museum offers replicas that mirror the streets of the Bronx, our local waterways, and exhibits that showcase just how creative our borough truly is.
For us, it's really important that kids see how artists work. And so right now you're in Charles Esperanza's actual artist loft.
And if you visit, you can even meet friends like Pelham.
We keep everything Bronx based. So Pelham's a three-toed box turtle. He's got 3 toes on his back foot. And he's called a box turtle because when he gets scared, he can lift the front and the back part and touch the top.
For many, it's an experience you truly won't forget.
We know it's hard to say goodbye to a really fun, exciting space that's just designed for our kids.
I'm here with Pelham, and we're gonna hang out for a bit, but that's the latest here at the Bronx Children's Museum. Eli Morillo, News 12.
Wow, I'll always learn so much at a great museum. So do you ever need a little serenity in your life? Photojournalist Lori Goliath takes us through the paths of a Connecticut garden that will leave you feeling zen.
We're at Hollister House Garden in Washington, Connecticut. This garden was started over 40 years ago by George Sholkoff when he purchased the old Hollister homestead on Nettleton Hollow Road. He looked at the property and said, this is the perfect place to make a garden. The garden has been here as a public garden since 2005. The garden was inspired by a trip George made to England in the late 70s, where he saw those legendary English gardens like Sissinghurst and Hidcote that are divided into what the English call rooms. What that means is there are sections of the garden that are very structured. They're defined by walls and paths and stonework, but the style of planting is very exuberant and quite natural. We offer a full program of lectures, art workshops, and wonderful special events. All of our art workshops are botanical focused. It's a really fun time. We offer classes on flower arranging. We'll do something on keeping a garden journal, where you learn how to document your own garden with a journal, a notebook. Barn talks are offered in the spring and the fall. You can be inspired by so many different things here in this garden. All you have to do is take a walk through this garden at any time during the season, and you are bound to see something that makes you think, I need a photograph of that, I could draw that, I want to remember that and capture that. Right now we're in the spring garden, which is more tentative and gentle. The exuberance will take over in June and July with the peonies and the phlox and the daylilies, and it'll become a different garden. And then the beauty of that fall garden as things start to settle down and go to bed. We welcome families. Children love this garden because it's rooms. It feels like there's little secret gardens. And we have frogs. The reflecting pool and the rill have quite a population of frogs, and they are extremely popular. There are lots of things to see here that really can open your eyes to something different and really quite magical.
Just as magical as those beautiful gardens can be the process of making music with friends and neighbors.
Shannon, you called Open Stages magical, and that's exactly what it is. It's like a world of music on your front doorstep. Well, May 11th, the Spring Festival returns to right here in Park Slope, where more than 150 artists will hit the streets to grace New Yorkers with their work. Open Stages is a celebration full of music, food, community, and education. From 3 to 7 p.m., schoolyards, parks, local cafes, and even stoops around the Brooklyn neighborhood will overflow with artists of all kinds. Past Open Stages performers have included Grammy Award winners, talented teen rockers, hip-hoppers, and musical magicians of all kinds. It'll be an unforgettable day full of music, culture, and art, and really the perfect way to spend a Saturday. Go ahead and scan that QR code you see on your screen now for more information or to get involved. We're in Park Slope. I'm Jordan Kissane.
Are you a pickle person? Well, we've picked the perfect road trip. Connecticut's annual Pickle Festival is July 13th and 14th. We're talking fried pickles, pickle pizza, pickle shaved ice, pickle pasta salad. You get the picture. Well, if this sounds delicious, scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Kickstart your summer at the 25th Annual New Jersey Seafood Festival. It's returning to Silver Lake Park in Belmar. Scallops, lobster rolls, shrimp and seafood specialties as far as the eye can see. There will be live music, family-friendly activities, and crafts from local vendors.